Good morning. Here we are. It's another beautiful autumn morning in Brisbane. Sunday morning, we're here in the city and we're going to do another time lapse, but this time we're going to do just a lateral move sideways from right to left and capture some of the architecture. So to add dynamic movement to the time lapse, I'm going to wait just a little while for the clouds to start rolling in and cover up the beautiful clear blue sky, because at the end of the day, a clear blue sky is pretty boring. All right, for our lateral move today, I'm just using the slider, the S1 Shark slider. But what I want to do is I want to extend my move. So what comes with the kit, which I really love, is a couple of extension rails that we can bolt onto the end of here. The other thing that needs to happen is we need to add some stability to the end. So I'm going to use my iFootage monopod and put that on the end, attach it to the underside of this end of the time-lapse slider so that I've got nice solid platform to work from. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to undo this short belt, which is very simple. It's just a couple of little clips underneath the trolley. Undo the belt, unthread it, wrap it up nice and neatly so it doesn't get twisted and buckled or kinked. And the kit comes with an extra belt. So to take the end off, all we have to do is just undo these two little clips here. Just slides off easily like that. And these just screw onto the end. Now normally with other products that I've used, I find that the join, when you put the extension rail on, causes a bit of a bump in your time lapse or in your video, but not with this particular product. It's absolutely beautifully engineered. We replace our end. That just goes on the end like so. Tighten it up. Okay. So we want to attach our motor to the slider. Well, there's some lovely light happening now. So we put the motor on first, and there are two screws that come with the kit. We'll just screw that one in there, nice and tight. Then there's another hole. We'll put that one in here. And then we've got this gear that we use. We match up the dots, pull the belt out of the way, match up the dots, slide the belt over, and then put some tension on there. And underneath the motor, there's a couple of little screws that you tighten up just to keep the tension on the gear. Attaching my release cable to the remote for the camera. So the whole process is controlled by the remote that comes with the slider. So at the moment, you can see on the remote, the travel set for just over 1 meter. So we're going to do a very basic move, just a normal slide. We're going from right to left, so I'm going to record that slide now. So I'm using the record function in the remote, and it will stop before it hits the end, just like so. So I've set up my time lapse. You can see, and you can probably hear in the background that it's just firing away. So I'm using a 200th of a second shutter speed. I'm using f11, so I'm getting a nice big depth of field, so everything's sharp all the way through. I've set the iFootage slider, so it will set up to do 700 frames, and it will travel the length of the rail within about 28 minutes and take 700 frames. The most important thing about time-lapse is imparting movement into the time-lapse. It's all about moving. It's either the clouds are moving or people are moving or the camera is moving. And when you've got a wide lens on your camera, anything that's a long way away is not going to move very far at all in relation to the camera. So it's important to have some foreground in the shot. So I've put the camera here and I've set it up underneath the edge of these trees so that as the time-lapse progresses down the rail, you get this sense of the camera is actually moving. So it's absolutely critical that you have foreground movement, particularly when you're using a wide lens.
That's for sure. You know it when you